So we are back dalam Nak Jujur ke Tak. Obah kan? Obah. Okey, so Nova, hari ni dengan cerita awak dapat jemputan kononnya.
Awak
dapat
saya
kesempatan ke mana?
Kita ke premiere. Premiere movie.
Premiere
Holy Night.
Holy Night.
Demon Hunter.
최근 들어 서울을 비롯한 전국 곳곳에서 신원을 알 수 없는 괴한들에 의한 살인 사건과 강력 범죄가
얘들아, 일 나가자.
Thank you to TGV dengan Atrinaga. Sebab bagi kita orang peluang untuk join the premiere hari ni. Okay, so kita orang baru balik lah ni.
Betul.
Memang macam biasalah bila baru balik movie, dua-dua penat tapi masih kena review sebab masih segar diingatan.
Ya, kita kena hustle demi hasil.
Gitu. Okay, so macam biasalah, kita akan ada beberapa bahagian yang kita akan pecah-pecahkan. Sorry, maybe this is a little bit spoiler alert, but mungkin untuk korang yang nak merasai the life experience, the spoiler not so spoil you. Gitu. Okay, so let's talk. First thing first, plot cerita.
Akak dulu.
It's okay. I tak Google synopsis dia, but basically it's all yang kita orang sempat baca, cerita ni sebenarnya dia ada webtoon. Sebab habis je movie tu, I try Google. So rupanya dia ada webtoon. So kalau korang nampak ada binatang tu, abaikan. Okay. Jangan tegur. Nanti Demon Hunter datang.
Gitu.
Tak ada. Kita gurau je. Okay, so kalau yang daripada webtoon dia adalah mengenai tentang this man, nama dia Dao, yang dia ada Bow. Bow. So this Bow lakonan Don Lee, yang mana dia bersama tim dia, siapa tu, Sharon dan juga aku lupa lah
yang
lelaki tu kita lupa nama dia, tapi yang lawak tu lah
dia lawak.
So tiga orang ni, dia orang ni adalah Demon Hunter. So masa tu dia punya background story macam kononnya Korea telah dikuasai oleh satu cult daripada Lucifer, yang mana dia orang ini adalah orang-orang yang mencari cult tersebut. Sebab cult ni dia menyeru demons. Dia menyeru demons ini untuk datang menguasai manusia untuk menakluk dunia. Macam itulah cerita dia. Okay. So plotting.
Kakak dulu kan?
I dulu ya. Okay. Saya rasa dalam beberapa review korang selalu dengar kita orang cakap pasal subplot. And it's so dangerous bila sesebuah cerita itu ada subplot. Okay, dalam cerita ni plot dia, for me, is very there and there. I tak tahu. Okay, mungkin on their defense, because this is webtoon, diorang ada series lagi nak buat ke apa ke. Tapi permulaan cerita dia sangat kacau bilau, babe. Dia terlalu macam sana sini, ke sana ke sini. Mak macam,
bila kita dah
kau nak
depan,
fokus
kita
apa?
belakang. Bila
Kau
kita
nak
depan,
fokus apa?
Macam tu rasa.
Dalam sebuah penceritaan, jarang tahu saya jumpa cerita Korea yang terlalu mencapah macam ni. Biasanya sama ada dia buat satu plot saja ataupun dia ada subplot dan dia leraikan subplot tu dengan baik. Tapi what happened to this cerita adalah dia banyak sangat subplot cerita dia. Dia nak cerita sangat backstory, dia nak cerita sangat itu dan ini, sampai dia lupa fokus pada satu plot yang untuk dia go. Dia nak pergi plot mana? Kau cerita kau ni, kau sebenarnya adakah dia nak pergi cerita pasal bau ni, bau ni, ke kau nak cerita pasal dia punya group Demon Hunter? Sekarang ni bila you carry both, sekejap sini, end up dua-dua tidak dileraikan dengan baik.
Betul.
For me, the plotting is so haywire. Terlalu sana dan sini dan sana dan sini. So dia agak mengganggu saya sebab the end of the day, because you dah ada, I tak tahulah, mungkin writers dia dah ada ending. So bila you dah ada ending, you tengah fikir macam mana aku nak create satu cerita menuju ke ending ni.
Ya.
Dan bila you tak ada satu pegangan yang kukuh untuk menuju ke ending ni,
Ya.
you go there, you nak sentuh semua benda, end up hanya untuk pergi ending ni. End up dia jadi apa? Dia jadi tidak kemas. Dia jadi cringe. Dia jadi apa ni? Macam tu lah. So, sebagai peminat horror, tapi cerita ini adalah horror, action horror.
Yes.
So, dia macam Suicide Squad, macam apa lagi?
Dia it reminds
dia
me
macam
for me it reminds me because dia ada horror, dia ada action, dia ada lawak-lawak witty. It reminds me a lot of benda-benda macam maybe Devil May Cry. There is, if you peminat Devil May Cry, dia ada macam the main character lawak atau dia punya group selalunya lawak-lawak. Tapi serious, and there's like demons and Resident Evil.
Dia macam Suicide Squad, you a group of Demon Hunter, you nak pergi memburu. Dalam tu ada yang kelakar, ada yang serius, ada yang misteri. Karakter dah cantik dah. Dah cantik dah dia buat 3 orang ni dengan karakter masing-masing, dah cantik dah. Tapi plot sayang. Sebab watak utama dia Don Lee. Don Lee ni memang kita tahu dia boleh bawa semua, dia boleh bawa action dan juga komedi. Dia punya pegangan memang dua ni. Memang cantik kalau you sulam macam tu. Tapi bila plotting, the not plotting. The plotting is so sekejap situ. Dia terlalu I rasa sampai satu tahap dia over explain. Sepatutnya macam ada certain benda, contohlah background story Don Lee ni, bau ni kan, you can explain in only one scene, but you make it like 3-4 scene yang macam it's so repetitive, yang it's so unnecessary. So for me macam alah sayangnya, why not you focus on the Demon Hunter punya action, you build the portfolio of Demon Hunter. So after this, bila kau nak buat sequel, then you fokus lah, you memang buat macam prequel kehidupan sebelum ini, sebelum Bao mempunyai kumpulan Demon Hunter ni. Lepas tu kau buat pula sequel, apakah yang berlaku, pencarian kepada Lucifer. That's cool. But for this one, you focus one thing. Nama dah Holy Night Demon Hunter. So, fokus Demon Hunter. Fokuslah pada grup Demon Hunter tu. Build portfolio untuk Demon Hunter tu. Okay? So, bila tidak di-develop, dia terlalu nak explain background Bao tu. Aku jadi macam, kenapa?
It's a case of they are telling, not showing. It's a case of they're telling and not showing.
So sayang. Dia ada little bit look like Exorcisms of Emily Rose, which is my favourite. So I nak memang I compare. And Exorcism of Emily Rose is my favourite. So bila I compare cerita ni dengan my favourite, jauh lagi perjalanan ni. For me. Cuma adalah benda-benda yang kita boleh puji nanti on favourite part. Mungkin I share sikit apa. Tak adalah dia teruk yang macam teruk. Macam tak lah sampai tahap macam tu. Tapi dia macam kalau korang just nak pergi for fun, go lah. How about you?
For me the plotting because I went in dah expect it's going to be, bukan I didn't know anything about tu. Kita tak tahu pun benda ni webtoon, manhwa until habis. And then we check, manhwa. Okay. Tapi I personally, the plot, yes, kita ada bincang and everything, betul. They tell, they didn't show. because benda-benda macam if you're taking inspiration or if you're doing a spin-off from benda-benda macam manga, manhwa atau light novel, it's hard to put it all in one movie first.
That's true.
Nak setkan premise sangatnya susah. Tapi because Holy Knight Demon Hunters setkan premise, group Demon Hunter ni make us love the characters first. Bukan like biar kita tahu, kenal dia punya backstory, no. Make us love the characters as Demon Hunters first. So then you boleh leraikan backstory. Maybe because bila kita tengok ni, heads up, it feels like it's going to be like, oh, there's gonna be a second movie. Maybe because banyak subplot yang
Tak terexplain.
tak terexplain.
Tapi kalau pun macam nak buat second movie dengan this subplot yang dia ada lah kan. Adalah nak kena buat macam Harry Potter sampai 10 kot.
Maybe 2. Ada satu Korean movie tu I forgot. It's about angels and demons as well. Dia ada 2 movie. That's what I remember. But this is good for people. For me, I like the plot. I can follow the plot. Yes, it's a bit here and there and here and there. However, kalau korang peminat manhwa, bukan specifically manhwa macam ni, tapi manhwa, manga in the
Light novels.
light novel in the shonen or the seinen punya category, which is like action, you would love this because akak dia cakap macam dia cringe kan.
Dia cringe.
I find it a good kind of cringe. It's like a good corny. It works for this story because it's supposed to be portrayed as a sort of hero story. So there's going to be villain of the week, and that's what happened in this. They portray villain of the week, but selalunya bila manga kita dapat tahu, okay, ini arc ni, ini chapter ni, arc ni, chapter 2, arc 2. But they try to fully encapsulate it in one movie, and it can be a hit or miss.
That maybe a problem lah.
Yeah, it can be a hit and miss. It's a big gamble when you do it. It's a big gamble.
Dan bila I tahu dia adalah webtoon, nak tak nak I tercompare sebab I baru je habis tengok Weak Hero dekat Netflix. It's from webtoon juga. So macam mana diorang create that Weak Hero jadi series, dan walaupun dia macam episod 1 dia je yang macam goyang-goyang, tapi after that dia dah dapat stance dia. So bila I tahu cerita ni pun daripada webtoon, so dia jadi macam nak tak nak I tercompare lah. Macam
tapi itu
mana
series kan? Itu series kan yang hero tu. Series.
That's why lah dia macam bila you ada satu cerita yang panjang, maksudnya cerita tu dari komik yang memang panjang-panjang, kita tahu dia daripada, contohlah macam One Piece kan, korang yang baca One Piece. So bila korang pergi tengok movie One Piece, I think before this movie One Piece pun dapat lots of comment like this, like macam orang rasa tak puas sebab cerita dia panjang.
Yes.
So bila you nak compress dekat dalam satu cerita yang dah 1.5 jam je cerita dia, so dia jadi you boleh buat, tapi why not you take only one chapter? You develop that one chapter, 1 or 2 chapter saja. Sebab biasanya manga semua ni, dia satu chapter tu pun dia dah komprehensif dah. Dia dah ada satu build, dia memang pasal karakter tu je dalam satu chapter. Chapter lain dia dah masuk development of the character. So why not you take only one chapter? Kalau kau ambil satu penuh sama manhwa tu yang dia jadi macam ni.
Yes.
You want to build, okay, nak back story daripada back story Bao. Lepas tu you nak buat back story Sharon. You nak buat back story yang lelaki tu. Tapi lelaki tu tak ada sangatlah back story dia. Back story doktor tu pun nak juga rungkai. Back story Joseph nak rungkai juga. Back story father tu pun dia nak tu. Back story syaitan tu pun dia nak rungkaikan. So you have a lots of proxy yang kau dah subplotkan kat sini. So what happened dekat hujung, bila yang terhurai adalah yang kena rasuk tu je punya backstory. Dan juga like the whole thing, dia punya hantu yang dia nak pergi tu nama dia Molak. So dalam perjalanan nak pergi kat Molak ni, banyak betul side karakter yang kau dah build and kau tinggalkan. End up yang terurai cuma Sharon dan Molak.
Dia macam
Bao Tak ada je lah. Dia tumbuk-tumbuk.
And like the big bad evil guy is of course Lucifer. But because dia dari mula lagi Lucifer, sebagai penonton kita kadang-kadang kita rasa macam, oh, we're gonna see Lucifer. No, we didn't.
Sorry, spoilers.
But that's the thing. When you want to set up the premise that is the BBEG, what last? What sekadar whisper kat last? So penonton akan rasa, oh my god, I have to see the second movie. Instead of feel, oh my god, ada second movie, rasa macam tak puas hati the first movie. Macam macam tu. It's good if you're the kind of person like yang suka go in there blind. First of all, go in there blind and you are expecting more towards the comedy than the horror side first, and you're minda you macam orang yang betul-betul suka manga, manhwa yang dia ada serious tapi mostly towards the comedic in the first part. So manga, manhwa, light novel yang first premise dia lawak ada serious tapi mostly lawak, and maybe as the movie progress or like maybe as this franchise progress, then it gets serious. You akan suka this first movie, Holy Night, Demon Hunters. You will love it because I loved it. Sebagai orang yang macam suka all the shonen and the seinen punya genre. So yeah, itulah plot.
So itu je lah. Like kesian portfolio Demon Hunter ni pun tak di. Dia macam Demon Hunter dia end up tak ada portfolio. Dia portfolio dia ada satu je. Dia pergi serang awal-awal tu je. Lepas tu dah tak ada dah. Dia cuma macam balik-balik yang lelaki tu mengkaji kat mana keberadaan Lucifer semua. But
kita tak dapat tahu betul-betul
dia macam sekuat mana Demon Hunter ni kan. Dah berapa banyak demon dah dia tumbuk.
Because we want to know, because Demon Hunters, we want to know the synergy of the trio. So kita selalu nampak trio kalau dalam movie memang hebat, powerful. Trio is good, tapi kita tak nampak synergy. Kita tak nampak dia punya essence of the Demon Hunters.
Kita macam okay, at least macam kita nak tengok lah Demon Hunter. Dah namanya Demon Hunter. Pergilah
apa power
demon
dia?
Kan. Apa sebanyak
kekuatan.
Mana power dia kan. Dia dah pergi sampai ke limit mana dah kan. Tapi sayangnya ada satu je portfolio dia. So I rasa itu masalah plotting paling besar dia lah. Bila dia tak bina portfolio Demon Hunter tu.
Yes.
Dia sibuk sangat nak explain apa pasti bau ni.
So itulah plotting dia.
Padahal dia boleh explain kat satu scene.
Ya, boleh bagi whisper je pun. Then the audience, because that's another thing is when you tell and you don't show, it's as if you guys tak percaya audience you ada minda untuk fikir apa boleh berlaku. You don't have faith in your audience.
Sebab dia boleh explain background Sharon dalam 2 scene je. Satu scene yang sangat-sangat nipis.
Kejap je.
Macam mana Bao ni selamatkan Sharon tu. Tu ada background dia sikit
Lepas
tu bila dia counter demon tu guna halusinasi masuk ke dunia dia and bagi tahu ketakutan dia and background dia macam mana dia dapat
sekejap je kita dah dapat tahu dah.
One scene enough to explain.
Yes.
Tapi Bao punya explanation Allah ramanya
Rika like we understand that's the main character but still.
Satu, dia memang teringat. Second, father tu datang. 3, doktor tu trigger dia. 4, dia bermimpi. 5, counter demon tu bagi tahu lagi. Like macam yes, I know his background story.
At this point kita tahu.
Macam tu.
We want to love the characters on our own time. If you keep feeding us with this
I jadi rasa macam dalam tak naklah dengar dah. Boleh tak bagi tahu cerita lelaki ni? Aku dah bosan nak tengok sini aja.
Why is he so good at like, okay, kenapa dia selalu pegang kamera? Why the camera?
Kamera tu pun.
Okay, itu nanti
selepas ni scenografi.
Scenografi dia. Oh my god.
Scenografi.
Actually, I do like the colours. Selalunya when you see, of course, movies yang have a lot to do with horror ke apa, the colours are dark. It's moody. It's not. It's bright actually. The colours are bright. Even what the characters wear, bright. Especially the girl. The girl, Sharon. Dia punya, oh my god, outfit dia. But yes, scenografi dia, I feel like that's nice. And also there's one shot masa tu Dia nak dark and broody lah. Ni bila dia nak serious. Dia fikir because of ni backstory sikit yang bau tu. Hujan, lepas tu ada shadow hujan tu. Bila tu dia daripada lighting dia punya angle is from the window and hujan. I don't and then flip kepada doktor tu juga. Hujan. It showcases so much sadness and emotion in just that one, like those 2 shots, that I am immediately like, wow, this is sad. This is very sad. And of course cinematography yang ada dia punya special effects. Special effects. One of the special effects that I did like is, funny enough, because he punches the demon out of you. He punches the demon out of you. Ember, cinder.
At first saya rasa benda tu cringe. Tapi bila kita tahu benda ni adalah macam webtoon dan this Bao is like macam superhero sebenarnya lah.
In a way, yes.
In a way, it's like, then it makes sense.
Yes. Every time the punch akan ada this smoke and cinder, and I don't know why. It's very corny, but I like it. It works. It works, guys. It works. For people that like the corny, for people that like the very Marvel-esque funniness of it, you would like it. Because it's like, wow, they're punching the demon out of them. Literally.
Nah, if you datang with that, you like those kind of corny kind of thing kan, macam Suicide Squad ke apa ke, so you akan suka. Tapi for me dia macam
Yeah.
No. For me it's no. So Nova suka, I kat situ dah.
I was having a great time.
She's having a great time. Like macam with the popcorn.
It was so fun.
Me like sipping my coffee like macam, apa ni dek? Non. You know, like macam contoh orang macam kena, kalau okay, like I was imagine kalau benda tu adalah Melayu.
Oh
goodness. Can you imagine like macam you punch keluar Pontianak?
Because I feel like it's leaning towards that, the funniness. I'm like, yes.
I was like, no, thank you.
Yes.
I like the action, which is I like that Bao tu dia memang nampak kuat, gagah. Dia memang, yelah, dia macam dia ada superpower dia lah. Dia ada these 3 people, dia orang macam ada superpower dia. Oh, yang seorang lagi tu aku tak tahu superpower dia coding ke apa ke.
Dia tak fokus on it. I really want to know him, you know.
Yes. This guy, the only guy
David
yang macam
Lee, I
tak
think.
ada.
This is David Lee, right? This is because this is Don Lee. This is David Lee.
Oh, okay. So this guy like macam yang paling tak ada superpower, yang macam aku tak tahu power dia. Kau set up kamera pun salah dik.
Ya, aku tak beritahu. The camera. Oh good God, that was funny.
Okay, babe. I know.
From orang yang pandai guna kamera.
Okay. They are trying to diverge, macam bersatu dengan teknologi, which is cool. Dia macam rumah perempuan tu smart home, lepas tu semua benda dia record kan. Yang starting dia record, starting dia I tak fokus sangat dia punya recording tu. Okay, the fact yang dia buat screen, okay, ni scenografi tau, because this is detailing. Dia buat screen kamera tengah record. Okay, dia buat betul lah ni, ada ISO nya, ada F nya. Tapi dek, tempat gelap kau pakai f5.6. Lepas tu kau punya ISO 1800 dekat tempat terang-derang. Dia punya F dan ISO dia sama je kat semua tempat, regardless of terang ke gelap ke terang ke, sama je. Babe, tempat gelap macam tu kau ISO kau pergi push sampai 12,000 pun tak apa dek. Kamera zaman sekarang memang boleh dah tak ada grain tu dah. Kau pergi je push sampai 12,000. Tapi 1,800 kau tempat gelap macam tu tak nampak juga dek. Tak se-clear itu dek.
Agak-agak, you're making me laugh. I bit my tongue.
Aperture kau 5.6 kat tempat gelap. Tak dapat dek. Tak dapat. Aku guna lens 4.5 aperture pun struggle dek. Naik ke ISO. Nasib baik tak ada shutter speed. Aku tak tahulah. Tapi kalau kau rendahkan shutter speed dia, kau punya kamera jadi dreamy. Jadi yang slow shutter tu.
Oh my god, it's so funny.
But this one is so clean and clear. So aku nak tahu kau pakai kamera apa dek? Yang kau punya aperture dengan ISO kau sama je kat semua tempat yang terang ke? Member dah ni kan? Sebab every single time the aperture tu keluar, aku macam not the aperture 5.6. Not the aperture 5.6. Not the aperture 5.6.
Agak triggered.
And the fun fact, kita orang datang benda ni, kita tengok sama-sama dengan grup-grup fotografer kat situ. Aku tak tahulah dia take macam mana, tapi saya bukanlah terpaling fotografer tau. Saya tak terpaling videografer ke apa ke. But as someone who know camera, aperture 5.6 not
Dies. Completely dies.
dia tak ada pun supplementary lampu.
No.
Kalau contoh dia, contohlah atas kamera dia tu ada supplementary lampu.
No, it's like a camcorder.
I boleh terima dia, kau punya ISO dengan aperture kau sama je. Tapi tempat kau menderang-derang kau pakai aperture 1800, kau tahu tak dia cerah mana?
Kak, you wanna know the funny thing as well? Kamera dia berapa kali dah jatuh? Okey je.
Ui, aku nak tahu kamera kau pakai kamera apa, dek? Kamera kau jatuh banyak kali pun lens kau cantik je, Bek.
Kena dengan apa demon tu pun. Wah, okey kamera.
Babe, demon dia keluar. Wah, semua orang terbang kan? Kamera kau masih lagi record.
Amazing. Wow,
Amazing.
phenomenal. Send us your deeds. Where did you get your cam?
Tak, tapi aku tak boleh terima. Dia punya tempat cerah berderah. 1600 dia push ISO. Kau tak dia akan jadi cahaya nur custom macam mana?
Dia kan nak tahu exercise the demon.
Kau tak perlukan neraka dah. Kau macam dekat syurga.
You don't need to exercise the demon. The demon's like,
That's thing lah. That benda yang macam, I macam
those tiny things, yes.
those tiny thing. Dan bila orang tahu pasal benda tu,
Dia akan like,
so disturbing.
yes, dia akan terus like spoil the boop, emotion gone. Gone.
Lepas tu macam ni juga, dia demon tu dah keluar tiup. Semua kan dah terkebal-terkebal pecah kan?
Ya.
CCTV dia pun tak pecah, babe.
Ya betul. How?
Hebat kan?
Demon
Aku nak
tu
tahu
fikir.
juga kau pakai CCTV apa. Cuba bagi tahu.
Smart home betul ya. Dia tengah promote smart home. Wow. Efficient.
Aduh.
No.
Dia minta buka lampu dengan lansir-lansir tu buka.
Blair, buka lampu apa benda. I was like,
Langsir semua terbuka.
wow, smart
Blair
home.
tak faham lampu tu bukan langsir.
Have you ever like say, hello Alexa, play ni. Alexa pun cakap, I don't know, what did you say? Ini sekejap je, macam tu. Wah.
Dah, I know Korea punya smart home is quite
Amazing.
good,
But
quite
it's
amazing. Tapi satu detail je yang penting, yang I macam terdisturb jugalah. Dia minta Blair buka lampu dengan
Tapi
langsir-langsir terbuka, babe.
Why? Yes, why?
So Blair tahu macam buka lampu, buka langsir supaya
AI,
cahaya
guys.
dari luar masuk. Macam tu ke?
AI guys, scary. It's scary here. It's scary out here guys. Oh my god. Yes.
Dan itulah. Dan satu lagi, Tiber. Rupanya bawah rumah kau ada cult yang tengah memuja. Tiba sangat.
Tiba. But this is another thing that makes no sense, okay? Kat bawah rumah kau ada cult with a tree. The tree looks like it's the roots of a tree. And pergi ke atas, where's the tree?
No tree.
No tree, it's just the
Oh
root.
gini, dia root dia jadi bangsal kat atas.
The root is the shed. It makes no sense. And I'm like,
Lepas tu babe, ada orang duduk dekat dalam dinding rumah dia, babe.
tiba. That's why it's like, okay,
Dia banyaklah scene yang Tiber dia tu.
Scene tiba, lepas tu scenografi dia, it's like, okay, why is it only that part? Why are they not all in the walls? Is that specific wall hollow? Oh, ada satu tu lawak jugalah scene dia. Okay, they punch the door. And then, because smart house, okay, this is Sino. I think that, okay, the Sino is, they're trying to actually promote smart homes. Itu Sino dia. That's why. Cause like, oh, they punch the door, cannot open the door. Pak! Oh wait, it's automatic. Ting.
But that one is quite great lah.
Yeah,
dia
great.
punya dia funny things yang quite great dia buat lah.
That's
Tapi
good. Tapi okay.
small detail banyak sangat lah. Tapi I suka makeup dia.
Makeup dia bagus.
Makeup effect dia yummy.
Yum. Okay.
CGI
It works. For me, okay. I understand. It can be cringe. For me, the CGI, it works. Yes, it's not the best. It's not going for realism. It's not going for hyperrealism.
I curious lah, adakah pembuat CGI dia adalah orang yang sama buat Netflix punya series tu? Sebab dia punya hantu sama, hantu berurat-urat tu.
Maybe because it's
That's
not
the
the
only
best.
make me accept that hantu CGI dia rupa macam tu. But still for me
I like it. It's giving, for me, it's giving, if y'all ever watch Good Omens, it's giving that. The CGI is not the best, but it works and the cringe is good for me. For me, the cringe is very cringe. It's like, for me, it's like,
Yeah, she's enjoyed it, but no, I'm not. I'm so sorry. Yeah, but
Tapi itulah, if you're very particular about CGI and you like hyperrealism and everything, you're not gonna like it.
It's like, okay, I faham CGI mahal.
Yes.
I faham it's so hard to make CGI look like real.
Very.
But if you cannot make it good,
Lesson.
kurangkan. Tapi itulah.
Itulah Sino dia. Next.
I tak boleh terima kamera dia.
Aperture semua tu. You're gonna think about it. You're gonna think sampai tidur. Oh my god, macam mana?
Tak, korang bayangkan sampai aku boleh ingat. Aperture 5 point, kalau korang pergi tengok, f5.6. 5.6 is so big. Besar 5.6 tu gelap paling kalau at least buat dalam 4.0 babe. Tapi tu pun masih lagi besar.
Crying.
Lepas tu ISO 1008. Nampak? Aku boleh ingat kau punya. So next, favorite part.
Oh my god.
Okay, favorite. Kita cakap manis-manis dulu lah sambil-sambil menghirup.
Favorite part when they
Your
punch
favorite
the
part.
demons. Okay, I'm gonna be real honest. Every time
He punched the demon.
Bo punch the demons out, like literally instilling the wrath of God and punching the demons out, that's how you exercise. I always, okay, here's the thing guys. The fact that you exercise demons by punching the demon, the demonic entity out of you, you already won me over. I'm sold. If you guys ever play like any like games regarding demons, cryptids, creepypasta, apa paranormal, anything, korang tak pernah rasa ke, why can't I just punch them? They're right in front of my face. Just knock them out. You'll love this movie because that's what he did. Perfect.
So he fit your apa orang kata, like macam healing inner child you yang screaming for macam just punch the demon, just
give him a good sucker. Macam like, okay, the first thing I always remember is back in the day, creepypasta, you play Slender Man, right? And then he suddenly and then everything like static. He's right in front. Can we just? Because it's so annoying. Or like FNAF. He's right there, and he did that. I feel so fulfilled. Okay, that's my favorite part. So, Akak?
I suka juga dia punch demon tu. For me, it's not that cringe lah. Surprisingly benda tu tak cringe kan I. My cringe part, apa yang I cringe tu dia punya macam dia portray demon tu. Itulah bila I cakap bila ada problem dekat plotting awal tadi yang kita cerita tadi, dia jadi cerita tu being push to be like that. Yes. Itu yang jadi cringe. Mungkin ada orang rasa macam punching a demon is a cringe thing, but for me acceptable lah cerita ni. Bila I tahu dia webtoon lagi lah, I rasa macam okay, acceptable lah. Mungkin he's some sorts of superhero, ada inner power yang memang punch demon keluar. Aku tak faham kenapa dia tak punch je budak perempuan tu.
No, I was thinking like just give him a slap. Tapi like okay, dia punya akak akak dia kat situ kan, dia punya backstory, dia tak boleh dengan budak-budak.
Masalah budak tu tak budak pun.
Yeah, I know akak dia kat situ, family ada. Tak nak, the family is looking. At least we all know.
I was like, just punch her.
Kalau dalam cerita dia macam kalau ada family, okay tak apalah. Macam tu dia rasa tak apalah.
Tapi
okay, akak tak cakap favourite betul.
Okay, my favourite part adalah when that demons questioning why your gods let the children cry.
When the demon, so we all know kalau kita tengok apa-apa kena mengenai dengan iblis, dia akan membuatkan kau question your faith.
Yeah, and it's happened.
It happened.
So bila benda tu berlaku, I feel like ini question yang orang akan doubt. Like macam the devil ask right question. Selalunya macam kalau cerita horror lain, devil tu tanya soalan bodoh je.
Macam like
kau tak takut Tuhan ke? Aku tak takut Tuhan kau. Faham tak? Macam tu je. But this one, when bila memang dia buat demon tu question faith dia, benda tu like macam memang itulah kerja iblis.
Yes.
Dan itulah soalan iblis yang akan suap dekat kau. So in sense benda tu I suka. Bukan I suka dia persoalkan Tuhan. Dia cakap salah faham tau.
Dia punya characterization.
I suka bila dia memang portray iblis tu iblis lah.
Iblis.
Lucifer is Lucifer. They are in the depth of hell. So diorang memang anti-God. So dia memang buat karakter tu anti-God.
Yes.
So benda tu berjaya. Yes. It sold me.
Benda yang akak tak suka pula.
Okay.
Kita dah favourite.
Kita dah cakap pasal favourite. Bukan tak suka, could be better.
Could be better. Nak jujur ke tak?
Could be better. Dah banyak dah sebut dekat plotting tadi. Itu satulah. Second, could be better adalah belajarlah setting kamera betul.
Tak. Direct.
Okay, I think could be better. In a way of you build the plot, in the way macam mana you buat benda tu untuk nampak kemas. Bila you ambil daripada webtoon, daripada cerita, I rasa contoh. Okay, contohlah you ambil memang daripada novel, daripada webtoon ke, daripada cerita yang memang cerita dia panjang dan berseries and you want to compress dalam 1.5 jam. For me, you take only one.
Take only one point.
You focus only one point.
And then kembang.
Okay, so sekarang kau nak fokus apa? Kau nak fokus si Bao ni ke? Kau nak fokus Demon Hunter ni? Kau tak boleh angkat dua-dua, babe.
Yes.
Kau kena fokus satu je. So I rasa itu kelemahan paling besar. Second, I rasa adalah part yang tiba-tiba tu, it could be better kalau kau tak over explain background Bao.
Yes.
Cuba korang fokuskan pada benda yang tiba tu tidak terlalu tiba.
Yeah.
Maksudnya you adalah subplot. Okay, adalah dia bagi hint-hint apa orang yang keluar rumah tu, pakcik keluar rumah tu, orang yang pasal CCTV tu adalah daripada cult tu. Penjaga kat hospital tu adalah dari cult tu. Tapi tiba sangat dia duduk dalam kau punya dinding dia.
I know. Lepas tu like tiba like they were in the underneath the shed. Wah.
Like
how can you not, you don't, wah.
Mungkin kau boleh buat macam adik dia pernah terjumpa dak terowong ke, adik dia pernah masuk bangsal tu ke?
Because the connection of why and bukan why, how adik dia kena
rooted dia dekat bangsal tu. Dia terlalu, dia macam
sangatnya random.
Tak ada connection langsung.
Ada sikit but not strong
Sikit
enough.
je bila tuan rumah dia cakap, oh saya dah movekan semua barang dekat bangsal tu.
It's not strong enough.
Tapi dia macam, why not? Kau buat je lah macam adik dia berlatih ballet tu kat bangsal tu ke.
Atau like adik dia nak apa, ambil lighting lain ke, atau like dia nak ambil barang dekat bangsal tu
terjumpa
untuk
something.
ke.
Like macam kenapa adik dia bukan dia?
Pasal kalau kita nak, okay ni spoilers, big spoilers. Kalau kita nak cakap rumah tu itself yang membuatkan dia boleh tu, kenapa tak akak dia?
Kenapa bukan dua-dua?
Kenapa
kau tak summon dua demon? Kenapa kau boleh summon satu demon je?
Kenapa adik je yang kena?
So dia macam tiba. Apa kaitan? So dia kata, dia cubalah explain yang macam adik dia ni sebab penat, fokus menari, adik dia ada anxiety lah apalah kan. So that's why dia kena attack benda-benda macam tu. Tapi
kau doktor, kau tak penat ke? Kau pun doktor, kau tak penat ke?
Pakar saraf babe.
Ya.
Takkanlah tak penat. So the elemen tiba dia tu could be better for me. Tak payah over explain pun background bau tu. Satu scene aku dah faham dah background bau tu.
Don't tell, show
okay.
Don't tell.
Kau sebenarnya dia nak cakap yang sebenarnya yang bau encounter tu bukan Lucifer tapi Molak, sebab yang bunuh tu adalah bunuh kanak-kanak anak yatim tu.
Tak, yang okay, spoilers. Yang bunuh tu memang Lucifer because apa Yosef tu.
Tapi dia Joseph tu. Tapi dia buatkan macam kita boleh terasa yang bunuh tu sebenarnya Molak.
Tak, Molak tu dikira macam
sebab dia eaters of children, killer of children.
Yes, killer of children.
Dia grow dengan membunuh kanak-kanak.
Yes, but it could be because Lucifer is the head. So itu dia punya kroni.
Yelah. So nampak kat situ dia ada subplot yang buatkan you rasa macam so sebenarnya yang jahat ni Molak ke Lucifer? Like okay, we all know Lucifer is the
big
yang
bad.
Apa
head
iblis
honcho.
Paling jahat, iblis in the depth of hell yang paling ke bawah kan.
Bad.
The very bad one. Tapi at some point you question credibility Lucifer tu.
Okay.
Sebab it's not well explained.
Exactly.
So you
oh my god. Minum teh dah. We spilled so much tea. We did not drink the tea.
Itulah banyak sangat mutuk kan. So dia jadi macam you gantung Demon Hunter punya explanation, you gantung Lucifer punya explanation.
The dreaded one punya motif did not deliver. The dreaded one being the Lucifer one did not deliver. Rasa macam So
dia macam kuat sangat ke Lucifer tu?
Kan? So you start
tu.
doing that. I punya yang tak suka or like basically can be better is actually it's a personal thing. One thing is one thing yang I did not prefer was there is no trigger warning. But I understand movies and everything, right? But maybe like apa viewer discretion is advised before. Kalau tak nak bagi tahu apa-apa pun just cakap viewer discretion is advised, because trigger warning, child death, trigger warning a lot. Okay, for me specifically disebabkan dia orang demons kan, ada bisik-bisik tu. For people with certain disabilities it can trigger certain things. For me it triggered hallucination. So bad. Another thing, again this is a personal thing, learn your demonology. Lucifer is not a goat. That's Baphomet. Learn your demonology. Learn your demonology. If you want to do anything about Beelzebub, Lord of the Flies, where are the flies? Molak tu,
I'm not sure about Molak.
Molak tu tak sure lagi, because dia maybe he is portrayed as a ram or like a bull if anything, but kena go forward, like go in depth. A lot of the times when we do this demon stuff, it focuses, it roots on Christianity, but even then kena belajar demonology. I don't know, it's scary, but for the authenticity. Lucifer is not a goat. That's Baphomet. Learn your demonology.
Kesian Lucifer jadi kambing.
Yeah.
So, itulah.
So rating?
So, rating.
Jujur kak, jujur. Kita dah banyak, kita ada dengar juga other people yang lepas tengok premiere tu, ada yang rating oh, ada yang rating oh. Jadi akak jujur je.
5 kot. For me, it's only 5.
Apa? Like 5 over
10 lah. It's not 5 over 5.
Oh.
Obviously no.
Yeah.
Because I can't focus because of too many things yang disturb I try to macam, okay, why I just be open-minded and just enjoy the show. Part kelakar dia I enjoy, tapi part lain I tak. And bila dia buat close to my favourite, Exorcisms of Emily Rose, the demon cakap in the Latin,
Yes.
ke in this
Latin,
in the Latin's word, in the Latin's tongue, like macam lepas tu anjing-anjing, which is so nice. It's nice. It's remind me of Exorcism of Emily Rose, but it's still jauh for me. Macam Exorcism of Emily Rose give you the ghost bump yang please let her go. But this one I macam watak budak perempuan tu dia tak konsisten. Kadang dia nampak so good, the expression, the emotions dia deliver bagus gila, tapi at some point tak tahulah kot penat shooting.
It happens.
Tak sampai. So dia tak konsisten. Bila kat situ ada Don Lee, you kena being careful watak lain tenggelam.
Yeah.
So bila dia over explain watak doktor pun, dia jadi bila doktor tu kat sebelah Don Lee, doktor tu tenggelam. Tapi dia tadi dah over explain kat doktor dah. Lepas tu dia jadi macam, nasib baiklah dia punya pairing yang 3 orang ni tak tenggelam sangat dengan Don Lee. Dia karakter yang diorang bawa tu, I like the Sharon lah. Tapi itulah, for me it's only 5 sebab cringe all the times and so many things yang buat I tak boleh fokus. So sorry. Kita jujur.
9.5 out of 10. 9.5 out of 10. If you love manhwas, if you love mangas, if you love shonen and seinen, watch it. 9.5 out of 10. If you love solo leveling, if you love all the OP ones, 9.5 out of 10. Watch it. That's mine. That's mine.
It's like, tapi jangan buat budak-budak. Tadi ada budak-budak kat dalam premiere tu, so it's like quite.
Yeah, it can be quite scary. The jump scares.
It's not about the jump scare, but the trigger warning.
Yes, the trigger warnings also. It's not graphic. I won't say it's too graphic, but just
it still can trigger
it
lah,
can
because
trigger
the death of children.
Yes. It triggered me a bit, but then of course the funny happened. But yes, dia tak akan bagi. Well,
kalau korang suka jump scare, this movie are not for you.
dia ada sikit je jump scare, just a bit. Sikit.
Sangat sikit. It's more like itulah dia punya jalan cerita macam the ghost is not so ghost.
Yeah.
So kalau korang looking for horror,
No.
horror,
No.
no for you.
You're looking
If
for
you
action
looking
comedy? Yes.
Action comedy horror, ada horror sikit.
As a
Action comedy
flavor?
yang lebih is for you. If you want have a good laugh,
Yeah, there's a lot of parts that are like
ya walaupun kelakar dia agak cringe, tapi still not that cringe.
it's good.
Still okay.
Okay, yeah.
Dia bukan lawak yang dia buat-buat lah.
Yeah. But
So,
yes. Itulah kita punya segmen kita apa tak apa cakap ni. Itulah
awak
kita
dia dah. Okay, so itu sajalah.
episode kita for this episode of Nak Jujur ke Tak, and betul jujur.
So thank you to TGV and Atrinaga
Yes.
for the premiere nights.
For the opportunity of attending.
Opportunity
Of attending. It was
So,
good.
It's going on cinema 8
8 Mei,
Mei.
dia akan in cinemas where everyone else can watch. 8 Mei this year 2025. Go watch it if you want. Don't watch it if you don't want. Or just try.
If you don't feel like if you really want cerita yang seram, jangan pergi.
If you just want to see Don Lee punch people, punch the demon out of people, go watch it. It's fun.
Pergilah tengok trailer dia pun, you guys
Yes.
actually can get the gist of the story
Punching
so you dah boleh letak some expectations.
Or no expectations. Go in blind. Go in blind. Go in, what am I watching? Who's this person?
But I like the Sharon. Okay.
Sharon's good. Yeah.
That's good. Alright, jumpa lagi korang untuk episod akan datang. Bye.
Bye.